Hello, hello. How are we, my beautiful water signs? My water element, so Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for joining us here for your love reading for the month of September. Very, very important times, obviously. First of all, because we've got a lunar eclipse, a full moon in the sign of Pisces, but obviously for the other water signs, for Scorpio and for Cancer, it's in good aspect. So we know eclipses are life happenings, they are fated events, and this is happening on the 17th or 18th of the month of September. So something is being eclipsed from your lives, and therefore it's helping you move forward. It is fated, it is God's will. So let's see what's going on. Now, this reading may not be as long as the first one's done. The earth element and the air element are a bit longer. It's the fire and the water elements that are a bit shorter. I will make it up to you next month. It's just that I had to rush and I wanted to get these out to you. So it's not that it's done on purpose. Now, for those of you that are wanting your individual love reading, love signs, so for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, possibly for your Mars if you're looking at a divine masculine, or what action to take moving forward. We've all got a masculine side to us. Or your North Node. They are on Patreon, and thankfully patrons keep this channel afloat, keep us going, as the views are not what they should be. If you look at the elemental love readings, it's not even worth me doing these, but I keep doing them. So I hope you appreciate the readings done. At least, you know, we do, the messenger is here, and we do the love readings every Wednesday, so it's not like we're not keeping you guided as to the energies. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate for all of you. So this is for the water element, dear spirit. What is going on in love for the water signs? This is the Lover's Path Tarot by Chris Walder. And we're using the Mystic Moon Oracles. We're using the messages, the Twin Flame messages by Mystic Moon. We're looking at the Gilded Reverie, the Expanded Lenormand by Ciro Marchetti, and the Romance Angels and the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, as well as the La Vera Sibilla. Let's take a 5-card spread and see where water is going. Look, I've got Pisces on my 7th house, so obviously 7th house is the house of marriage, commitment, partnerships, all relationships, the most important one-on-one, many times even friendships, right? So that lunar eclipse is taking place for me in my 7th house. So I would check out the Pisces reading where love is concerned. So I'm just giving you an example as to know, if you're familiar with your chart, which houses and which signs rule certain areas of life. And that's a free service. If you're interested in getting a free printout, let's say, I will email it to you, your chart. I will run your chart if you give me your birth details, of course. That's a free service. Because as above, so below. The energies above do affect us down here. And life has been really hard recently. Yeah? No movement, no forward momentum. Everything is blocked. The Pisces, I should say the Virgo season, which opposite is Pisces, that's where Saturn is. And we've all got Virgo and Pisces somewhere in our birth chart. So things are stuck. They're not moving. Hopefully these eclipses will bring the change. In the now for the water element, we've got grace, and this is temperance. So Sagittarius comes through. The name on this card, this is Dante and Beatrice. So you may want to Google the mythology, may speak to your personal situation. Crowning you is the 6 of Cups, Well, I just did the fire element, and they had the Six of Cups in the outcome. So if you are dealing with a fire sign, more so a Sagittarius so far, check out the fire element reading. From the distant past you're coming from, the Virgo card, the Hermit, has come out in all the readings. So in the 4 elemental love readings, we had contemplation. So it's not about forward momentum. It's about having gone within. Virgo season, ruled by Mercury, that's been retrograding through Leo and Virgo. Mercury, roughly on the 12th, 13th, is going to touch new degrees. So he's coming out of his shadow phase, which means his retrograde season of the past roughly 3 weeks, I'm going to say even a month back, is coming to an end, to a close. So he's covering new turf. He's very powerful in the sign of Virgo. But remember that Mercury is also going to oppose Saturn. So we will get some information, but then we may see what the limitations, what the rules and regulations are, and why we've had trouble in moving forward, or how we can, surpass and overcome those blockages and those limitations, those restrictions that are that come from Saturn. And that may have a lot to do with the eclipse. Don't expect things to happen on the 17th and 18th. They happen before, they happen after. It's just that the energies are very powerful around the eclipse. Take time out, meditate, take quiet time, be in contemplation. That's what the cards are saying, right? That's what the cards are saying. Now the Hermit, and this is Abelard. This card is called Abelard and Eloise. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I apologize about that. But there's some mythology around it, so maybe it does speak to you and your personal situation. We do see here, we see Archangel Michael, and it's as though her heart is in his hands. And Spirit is saying that you will come into healing and balance. Give it time. Are you dealing with a foreigner? Are you dealing with someone that comes from different beliefs? We've got 2 cards of balance and one about going going within and seeing the light, that inner light, or seeking the wisdom from someone who can give it to you, whether it's an astrologer, tarot reader, a professional, could be a doctor, could be a psychic, could be anyone. But remember, it's a major arcana. We've got 2 major arcanas. Both, we're talking about Sagittarius, Virgo, so mutable signs which speak to change, which speak to flexibility. Right now, it's the mutable part of our charts that are in a little bit of havoc and trouble because Jupiter is transiting Gemini, squaring over to Saturn in Pisces. So Jupiter wants to expand, go on that adventure, and Saturn is saying, hold your horses, not yet. Recent past, we've got the Ace of Wands. It's like you're finding your footing, you're finding your passion, your desire, your light is coming back on. And of course, Temperance here is saying it's all happening in divine timing. We see that this is a broken heart, and you're in good hands. You're in good hands. Patience is what Spirit is saying. What is the possible outcome? Because you've had an opportunity in the recent past. This is desire, this is passion, this is the light coming on with that Ace of Wands. We've got the Hierophant, Romeo and Juliet. A difficult love story, we know, but it also speaks to marriage, traditions, beliefs. This is Taurus. Taurus is fixed. It's fixed earth. Someone needs to know their worth, to know that they're valued. Someone wants to follow traditions and go by the book. We see that this is a spiritual, divine union that could end up in a commitment. Yes. Now, that is for some of you. Remember, though, the story of Romeo and Juliet wasn't an easy love story. So maybe your story is somewhere in between. We'll see, because remember, the Hierophant is another major arcana. It is, I mean, Uranus in Taurus has just turned retrograde, so we're going to have some tower moments that we're needing to go back and revisit and see what shake-ups and what changes Uranus is bringing to us. Some maybe long overdue awakening tower moments, right? What needs to be sacrificed, maybe also family or traditions, or there's something to do with sacrifice here, I get. We've got the Six of Coins, which is also a very karmic card. It's like a card of reciprocity. This could speak to possibly needing to pay money out. This is karma dharma. What have you done? Have you been good? Then you're going to receive your dharma. Have you been over the top and selfish? Then you're needing to pay your dues. So it depends on which side of the fence you're on. We've got Siegfried, another piece of story here. You may want to check it out, Google it. Nevertheless, this is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands does bring up Sagittarius for me. So I don't know if you're dealing with a player. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's very free-spirited and was not ready for commitment, right? Someone that could be at a physical distance, comes from different beliefs. Let's see what the karma dharma is. But what's crowning you is the Six of Cups, which is nostalgia. It could be a relationship from the past. It's like, you know, with Mars having entered Cancer. So for Cancer, this is a very important 7-8 months moving forward, because Mars is going to retrograde through Cancer and touch on Leo a little bit. So for Cancerian people, many things relative to the past, your heritage, your traditions, your family, are going to come up for revising, revisiting. And that will take a few months until next May and June. And Mars does not like to be in Cancer. Cancer is sensitive. Mars is action. It's the warrior. There's fear. Water signs are very sensitive. They're fearful of being trodden on and used and abused because they're very flowing. They're very emotional. So they do fear opening up, right? Being sensitive. Now, Cancer is very sensitive, and they sort of hold on to their more personal life. Mars in Cancer can also say that there's a lot of frustration, the inability to move forward. There could also be passive aggressiveness. Themes will come up from the past for looking at. Now, if you're not on Patreon, maybe because we're going to be doing a special on the Mars retrograde, you may be interested. We'll be doing that on Tier 3. We'll be looking at the dates and the details, because Mars is also going to retrograde through Leo, and that will be more powerful moments, because Mars is fire and Leo is a fire sign. So we'll have some openings in those months, right? We've got Shine and we've got Leo and we've got Matters of Heart. This is clarity. This is healing. This is the inner child. This is wanting to take a risk. This is open heart. Now remember, the Sun does speak to happiness. It does speak to dating and flirting and, and sexuality. All these themes are coming up here. Now, interesting, because we've also got, we've got Taurus, we've got Leo. They're fixed signs. Fixed signs can be a little bit stuck in their beliefs, but the Sun is about confidence, is about nothing being hidden, is about the spirit, having the spirit of openness, of heart, of generosity. Let's see what's happening here. And I'm going to say the Knight of Wands if not a Sagittarius energy, it could be a Leo energy. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You know, Leo is about confidence and generosity of spirit. So maybe someone is ready to offer their heart to someone's feeling a bit more confident. Even though here there's like a very negative connotation. Spirit is saying be patient. Things are being worked out. There's an alchemy going on, right? This heart will be healed. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Some of you may be holding some karma that you're needing to release or to work through that has been passed on to you from your parents. Some of you may be healing issues within a marriage as well, I'm going to say, because we've got the 2 wedding cards. We've got very soon, we've got the romantic feelings and healing family issues. Some of you may already be in a marriage, and there's been thought of separation possibly here. Maybe there has been a little bit of infidelity, right? Maybe someone on a trip. We've got the 6 of Swords there. And sometimes people do fall into temptation. I get the devil energies here nevertheless. We'll see. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And you know that this either shows children because it speaks to family, or make the effort is like the 6 of Cups, which is nostalgia, which is the past, which could be a soulmate from the past that is entering. It could be that someone within a marriage has broken your heart, has been how can I say it, has been untrue, has stepped out of a marriage, done the dirty on you, let's say, and there's a possibility here that could also be an opening for a spiritual connection, possibly a spiritual connection where I'm going to say maybe a connection has not taken off for some of you out there yet, and there's been disappointment and you're thinking it's not going to happen. Someone needed to go into their cave. The desire was there. The nostalgia is there. It's been years. Maybe this is more about grounding and crystallizing where this relationship is concerned, this potential relationship. And yes, it may involve a marriage. Yes, it may involve something connected to your parents in the past. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. We've got let go of control issues. Let it flow. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You know, by not taking a chance, by not taking a chance and by not being vulnerable, these are missed opportunities, and it's a form of control as well. So obviously I don't think this is you, my dear water signs. This would be more so the person that you're dealing with, the person you're connected to. Let's see what the Gilded Reverie Lenormand has for you. Someone needs to decide, to clearly decide, because it's coming in very soon. Love and a very important love story is coming in. Let's go. We've got the fish. The fish can speak to a lack of clarity, but also a lot of abundance where love is concerned. A lot of illusion and confusion. It's interesting because it's the King of Pentacles. Earth. We've got the Rider comes in with lots of speedy messages, a lot of action, a lot of movement. This is Mercury in Gemini. But there's worry, there's third parties, there's anxiety, there's unhealthy connections. There's like something is eating away at someone. This could be third party, yes. We've got the cross, which is a heavy burden, but it also speaks to beliefs. We've got someone that is going to take a chance on love, is going to take a gamble. And we've got the dog. So we've got playfulness, loyalty. The dog can also speak to friendship, devotion, right? The dog is like a puppy. He wants to have fun. He wants to flirt. He wants to have fun. This is like going against someone's beliefs, I get here. This is what's worrisome. This is what is negative here. And what could that mean? Like someone is not wanting to follow traditions, or someone that is wanting a commitment but not an actual marriage. It could be many, many different things. And we've got the tree, and the tree does speak to a long-standing connection, a past or a spiritual connection, and it's also connected to a healthy life, a healthy connection, but also connected to family and roots and your heritage. See, we see a lot of confusion, the maze, where there are other people involved. We've got news, maybe things were unclear, and maybe they're becoming more clear. That's why there was disappointment. Someone was stingy with their, why did I say stingy? Stingy with the reciprocity. I was thinking of the Four of Pentacles, which the fire signs got. So, okay. A lot of mutable energies here, but also a little bit of fixed energy here. Now, we're not reading reversals. Remember that someone is going to follow their beliefs. Someone is going to carry that heavy load and take a risk, take a chance on love, even though there's third parties, there's worry, there's doubts, and there's possibly an unhealthy situation. Right, this could also be an unhealthy cycle that you've been through, because this is the merry-go-round, because of a lack of clarity, a lack of being totally truthful and clear and concise in communication. Let's see emotionally where the water signs are. I do get a very strong sense of a mixing up of the fire element and the water element. Let's see what's going on in the month of September. Where is the water element? Going through some lessons, but the book is open. You've learned something, dear water signs. Okay, the book is open. The information comes in, the crossroads. You're at a crossroads, so there's a dilemma about which way to go. A decision that needs to be made. It's like hard to make that decision. It's like you're not listening to the signs and the synchronicities coming in from spirit that's telling you not this way, that way. We've got the inner child. We've got devotion. And we've got healing. I would say trust your intuition, trust that inner, trust your heart, follow your heart. And if the road seems blocked right now, it's going to be opened, because healing is a certainty here. You've got Archangel Michael here in Temperance, which is all about healing, right? Healing a broken heart, healing situations being ahead, right? And I get here that there have been so many tears that your tears have gone dry, because the answer is no, and the dry earth is like someone has not been watering their plant. Yeah? And I don't know if you're dealing with an earth sign, but there's change here. There is change here, because You will be receiving signs and synchronicities. Do pay attention, right? Let go of control issues. Shine your light. She's shining her heart and attracting as well. We've got solitude here. Maybe you've been in solitude for a while. As a divine masculine have been going through their awakening, the energies have been stuck. There's been no communication. There's been recognition maybe from one of you, not the other person. But the divine masculine is like going through awakening now. I do feel the solitude is that there's been loneliness for quite some time, a lack of communication, a lack of reciprocity. Someone's been going through their awakening, and I do see that it's more so the divine feminine. Let's take another layer here. We've got Six of Cups, we've got Six of Coins. Sixes are all about balance. We've got grace here, so some grace coming in for you and healing in divine timing. Maybe peace, finding your peace in the month of September. Let's see what that grace card is. We've got the Seven of Coins. So someone looking at what they've invested themselves in. Maybe you're going through a 7-year or 7-month cycle where you've invested, and you have not seen the fruit of your labor. And we've got the Seven of Cups, which opens many doors. And I do feel this is Pisces, the lunar eclipse in Pisces, which gives you many opportunities. Sevens are also, 7 is the Chariot, which is Cancer. So it could be that you're in transition. It could be that someone needs to decide to be decisive and move forward towards victory. And there's transition and change. What is the Six of Cups? Crowning you? Yes. We've got Danai, and this is the Page of Coins. So looking into the future relative to a soulmate connection, studying to see how far this can go. Let's take one more, and we've got the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. Now, Brunhild is the name on this card. And so we've got a couple of pages, which mean messengers, which mean fresh energies, and a sense of naivety and trust. Why were you in contemplation? Why do we have the Hermit that is at the foundation here? We've got the Two of Coins. So someone looking at the details, being in a dilemma. If there's been choices here, someone's looking for the truth, looking for the light, looking for the path forward, needing guidance because things are up in the air from the distant past. Let's take one more. Two of Pentacles could be two timing, could be choices. We've got Judgment. So we've got Tannhauser. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. And Elizabeth. And this is the Judgment card, which is the, it's the Judgment card, which does speak to a resurrection or a moment of crisis or second chances. Looking towards, going through some sort of crisis, things being in the air, someone going through their awakening, hoping for an opportunity for a second chance, divine source, help. Yeah? Let's see the recent past with the Ace of Wands. We've got the Ten of Coins, which is like the doorway opening to the house. And the house for me is the relationship. It's a marriage. It is abundance. But remember, tens also speak to restarts, endings, and new beginnings. Why do we have the Six of Coins as the general energy? We've got the Queen of Swords, Venus. The Queen of Swords is Libra. We know Venus is transiting through Libra in the time of the Virgo season till towards the end of the month of September. Queen of Swords, Venus in Libra, sees more clear and concise. She's a divorcee, she's in separation, or she's clearing things out, right? She's saying, I want a divorce. I haven't been valued because Venus is on the south node with Black Moon Lilith, who felt that she was not respected, she was disrespected, she was deemed as a lesser than Adam. And in a couple of weeks, so towards the second part of September, Venus will be entering Scorpio. That is very important, of course, for all the water signs, but love is going through a death process and a metamorphosis. It's like we're going into the dungeon, right? Into autumn season where the leaves fall off the trees. There's a death process. Love is going to be rebirthed. Right now it's more about seeing things more logically, demanding respect, demanding reciprocity. And when that is not given, she's very cut and dry. Let's see what the Romeo and Juliet outcome speaks to. We've got the Two of Swords. Again, still a dilemma. Things being up in the air. Someone needing to trust their intuition. And we've got the Four of Swords. So someone needs their time, obviously, here. The Four of Swords is still going through that healing process. Still looking to mend that broken heart. We could see here that in this deck, we see that the Divine Feminine has her back turned to the Divine Masculine. Remember, this Divine Masculine logically is the warrior he needs time. He needs to heal. Something is going on for my water signs that needs time. You need to come together, collaborate, work together, trust, believe that you can, because there's 6 swords here. The 2 and the 4 is 6 swords. There can be also a physical distance between the two of you, because 6 of Swords is I'm transitioning, I'm ready to glide towards, to my peace, to my serenity. But that is taking time. That could speak to physical travel or the transition or the movement or the change, right? Still here, yes, there are changes. Someone maybe has a hard time in breaking traditions, right? Or breaking out of a past marriage, or taking a risk on love. So a lot is at stake here, I would say. And we've got the 5 of Swords here, you see. This is like not knowing what's going on. That's the conflict. It could be the conflict of clarity, the internal conflict. To me, this looks like, and I'm not certain, it looks like Cupid, so God Eros with Psyche, where he would make love to her and then he would leave her. He did not want to reveal his identity to her. She tricked him and she got to see that it was him and he rushed off. That was something that she was not meant to do. So that's probably why we've got the 5 of Swords here. So there's something that looks like Cupid or Eros or the Divine Masculine that's wanting to keep secret as to their identity, their real identity, or to their emotions, or to which family they come from. There's something that is being kept, right? That's what I'm getting here. Of course, it's a very deep reading. Maybe listen to it again and again, see what's going on. But let's take a few Sibilas, just a little bit more clarity as to why we've got this outcome here. Let's remember the cards. Here it says make the effort. There are romantic feelings, but someone needs to heal family issues, if not family of, that someone's gotten into, or it could be the family of heritage, right? Why do we have the Romeo and Juliet, the Hierophant, right? Which is, the Hierophant is very similar to me to needing to do things by the book. It's very, very much like very similar to the Emperor or to the devil energy. It's like heaviness, right? Needing to follow traditions, do things the way that they were always done. Let's see. We've got Eight of Cups, Speranza, which is a card of fear or hope. We've got the Nine of Swords, which is a lot of worry and a lot of blockages and limitations and restrictions and obligations. Maybe also things to do with timing, because the prigione, we see he's been imprisoned. He's still got shackles on him. He's chained up. He's got some karma that he needs to release. He needs some time. He's having, Nine of Swords is a lot of worry. It's a lot of sleepless nights relative to someone's obligations, or even where breaking the rules is concerned. The worry could be, because it's the Eight of Cups, leaving a past marriage where someone could not find their total bliss and happiness, or that there's physical distance. We've got the Delirante, so silly actions or support from others, or someone needs help needs to be helped from their friends. We've got let your friends help you. Here are the friends, or someone is drinking, trying to escape a reality, a reality. This is also silly action. So someone maybe feels that they've done something very silly that's gotten themselves in trouble or stuck. But then we've got the Voyager, the Viaggio. Viaggio. This is like your knight in shining armor coming. This is the Three of Wands. It's like someone that may do something on the spur of the moment that maybe you do not expect. So at the end of the day, someone taking a risk, being loyal, wanting to play, breaking the mold, right? Let's take one more on the Viaggio. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is like divine source help that's bringing fated changes. This is a card of success. So what is the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups in the now? On top of Temperance, what is that about? And we've got the Il Nemico, the negativity, the enemy going away. We've got La Reunion. You know, the Il Nemico could be the competition or the energies that are not allowing a reunion or a get-together. This is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands could speak to physical distance, or it's like Temperance is saying there's going to be healing when messages come in. There's going to be healing. Be patient. It's going to happen in divine timing. It will give you many opportunities. Your heart will also be healed because the poison is going away. And we've got a Three of Cups here, the Belvedere, someone waiting on someone's arrival. And someone to arrive to celebrate. That could be a reconciliation. We've got two cards of reunion. So, but of course, we know that the Three of Cups can also speak to a love triangle. But someone's waiting on an arrival. Look at this. We see the Viaggio coming in, and we see the woman looking through her binoculars. Right? With the help of Jupiter and Spirit, you're going to be dumbfounded as to the blocks that will suddenly come down, I would say, and then we will have the happy end here. So let's read the shine. We've got the Ace of Cups and a pleasant, happy meeting. Right? Ace of Cups, a new beginning. Beneath that is the merchant that's putting a lot of thought into a possibly physical meeting or traveling or a contract. Let's see what number 19 reads. The key words are believe, realize, harness, enthusiasm, potential, and breakthrough. This card symbolizes the positive and powerful energy that now surrounds you. By embracing this energy, you can improve current relationships and draw new ones to you. See yourself in a glowing orb of brilliant golden light. Believe in the power of this light to infuse your relationships with enthusiasm, life, and greater love and understanding. See it moving outward, surrounding all of the people you know and filling them with joy and hope. Visualization can be quite powerful, so use it to magnetize and attract what you want in your life. It's also time for you to let your own light shine. You are an amazing being. You're magnificent. Realizing and believing this is the key to unlocking your personal potential. Be confident in your dealings with others. Use your talents to point relationships in positive, empowering directions. Letting your own light shine will act as a beacon to attract others to you, people of like mind and similar vibration. It will also encourage others to let their own light shine. Harness the amazing energy surrounding you and shining from within you. Use this energy to break through any obstructions that stand in the way of complete happiness. Know that you deserve the best. People are attracted to you when you are joyful, enthusiastic, and confident. Radiate these qualities into the world and see what beautiful things you attract. I would say if you're dealing with someone that is like that, let them rub off on you, unless this is your energy and you do hold fire within your own, Leo mainly, within your own chart. My dear water signs, amazing message, absolutely amazing. Let's take some love messages here. It's like the cards are saying, don't take things too seriously. Bring a little bit of play into the situation. It's not as bad as, things are not as bad as what they seem. Let go of a blocked heart chakra as well. Ask Spirit and Archangel Michael to heal your broken heart. And just when you don't expect it, I feel that the wheel brings happy changes here. Let's see what's going on. Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. I got spooked. Lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. We did see a Knight of Wands. That is someone that was more free-spirited. I do think we saw a Knight of Wands. And I said possibly Sagittarius or Leo. Yes. So maybe they got spooked. This is someone that cannot be put in a box. Someone that maybe for them, tradition and marriage is a really big step. So they were not so, lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. You see? So holding a lot back relative to their personal life and who they actually are at their core. I'm finally seeing the consequences of my actions. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. And it's easier to just stay away right now. So we are waiting for these how can I say, this hand of spirit, right, to show you the way, because we see it's like the wheel comes in and changes things, but we've got the no here. There's something to do with the inner child, an open wound that someone's dealing with. It could relate back to their childhood, but they are devoted. There is devotion and there is an offer here that will bring potential healing. I'm reminded of you constantly and I feel damaged, just like I can't do this. I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. See, fear has got a lot to do with someone taking that step to give you something much more stable and serious. You do have 2 pages crowning your reading, so there's a lot of naivety and fresh energies, playful energies. We even see that with a dog. But maybe now this risk Someone has matured, has gone through those lessons, has gone through maybe also solitude, because we do see a divine feminine turning her back on a relationship, possibly. Maybe that would have been the awakening of the divine masculine, let's say. Yeah. Okay, there are your messages, my beautiful water signs. I hope that this resonated. I hope it gave you some clarity. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and joining us on Patreon. Thank you. Special thanks to our patrons. And if you're interested in a personal reading, remember this is a general reading, so you can get the link beneath and get your own personal reading. We do astrology, we do tarot, we do a deluxe, which is a mix. So if you're interested, do reach out. Patrons do get a discount, so just reminding my patrons, the eclipses are portals that are opening. We've got a solar eclipse on the 2nd of October, so we're going into eclipse season now. We're going into the underworld. A lot will be playing out as fall season is ahead of us in the northern hemisphere, and then winter, of course. And in the southern hemisphere, it's the opposite, but still the energies are the same. Okay, because the planets, Venus going into Scorpio is like Venus going into the underworld. Even if you're in the southern hemisphere, there's still a transformative, darker energy relative to Venus and love. And remember, Venus in Libra will be squaring off to Mars in Cancer, so there's it's like a pulling of the elastic band. Something's got to give. They're forced to do the work. They're forced to collaborate. They're forced to take action, and that obviously helps the energies get unstuck. So being proactive is important. And this is the potential now. Okay? So love and light to all of you. Thank you so much for your love, your devotion, your loyalty, and your support. Talk to you soon, my beautiful water element. Love and light.